The more you disclose your pain, the greater the risk that individuals might seek to inflict harm upon you. While this doesn't always occur, it is a common phenomenon for some to find pleasure in witnessing your suffering or even actively contributing to its occurrence or escalation. Sadistic and envious behavior, unfortunately, pervades many aspects of life and can impede personal growth in various spheres, such as work, social circles, and even within the family. Hence, acquiring the skill of concealing vulnerability can transform into a strength. Picture yourself as a tree weathering a storm. Though the leaves may flutter and the branches may sway, the trunk remains resolute, deeply anchored in the earth. This embodies the essence of silent resilience, a quality we aim to impart here. We will discuss how you can fortify yourself even more by demonstrating that external and internal challenges do not easily sway you. Each trial becomes an opportunity to emulate the tree, acknowledging the storm, but choosing not to be drenched by the rain or toppled by the wind. By learning to act as though nothing phases you, you become the master of your own destiny, steadfast, robust, and composed amid a chaotic sea. In this video, we will delve into 18 Stoic principles that can guide you on this path. Principle number 1 emphasizes the importance of listening twice as much as you speak. Have you ever pondered why nature equipped us with 2 ears but only 1 mouth? According to Epictetus, this isn't a mere coincidence, but a deliberate design urging us not to become enamored with our own voices, but rather to cultivate an appreciation for the voices of others. Progress in life comes from learning from others, not from incessantly reiterating our own words. Henceforth, make a conscious effort to focus more on what those around you are saying and less on your own preconceptions. Moving on to principle number 2, it advocates always expecting the worst. Anxiety often stems from the belief that unfavorable circumstances await us in the future, fears of job loss, relationship issues, financial woes, and Epictetus suggests a drastic yet effective approach. Envision that all these dreaded scenarios have already transpired. By doing so, your psyche develops coping mechanisms, allowing you to face challenges with resilience and a steady demeanor. Principle number 3 encourages embracing the inevitability of failure as a pathway to progress. While many strive to avoid being perceived as foolish, Epictetus proposes a different perspective. He asserts that being considered a fool is one of the best things that can happen to you. This acknowledgement serves as a catalyst for genuine professional and personal improvement. The Stoic philosopher reminds us that triumph isn't the outcome of a spontaneous reaction, but rather the consequence of a prolonged journey of trial and error. It is through these errors that we refine ourselves and bridge the gap to excellence. Principle number 4 underscores the awareness of the perils associated with fortune. The wealth we fervently desire often carries a stigma that few can shake off. It's not merely about opportunistic individuals emerging from the shadows to benefit from our wealth, feigning friendships they don't genuinely hold. Money possesses the transformative power to change people, and not always for the better. Once we acquire this coveted resource, we may discover facets of ourselves previously unknown, leading our spirit to potentially poison itself in the face of moral value erosion. Moving on to principle number 5, it advises against clinging to a singular hope. As beings naturally inclined toward diversity, there's no rationale for investing all our aspirations in a solitary dream. Epictetus encourages us to pursue multiple dreams, recognizing that this approach significantly enhances our likelihood of success. Principle number 6 is a reminder that death awaits us all at the end of the road. This isn't a call to pessimism, but a call to awareness. Understanding that death is the ultimate culmination of our actions and efforts prompts a reevaluation of how we allocate our limited time on this earth. It urges us to question whether spending 2 decades of our finite life savings on a house, however burdensome, is worth it, considering we can't carry it with us beyond life. Principle number 7 asserts that true wealth resides in a contented spirit. According to Epictetus' Stoicism, genuine happiness is embodied in a wise person who doesn't fret over what they lack but rejoices in what they possess. This wisdom advises us to cease lamenting the absence of certain riches in our life. Complaining about what we lack squanders valuable moments of happiness wherein we could express gratitude for what we have achieved thus far. far more than our eyes are conditioned to appreciate. Consequently, a rich person, in the truest sense, is one who is fundamentally content and happy. Principle number 8 emphasizes that, above all, a happy person incorporates humility into their life. Epictetus suggests that genuine learning requires acknowledging what one believes they already know. Embracing humility, especially in the realm of acquiring knowledge, is crucial. Boasting about our existing knowledge distances us from authentic learning, whereas adopting a humble attitude allows us to approach everything with the curiosity and receptivity of a child eager to learn. Moving on to principle number 9, Epictetus asserts that guilt is synonymous with a plague. While narrow-minded individuals blame others and ordinary people blame themselves, the wise perceive all guilt as foolishness. Therapists today consider guilt a feeling to be eradicated from our lives. The only way to triumph over guilt is to refuse to engage with it. Blaming others or ourselves absolves of the responsibility to correct mistakes, making it a tempting but ultimately detrimental path. Only those driven by a firm determination to overcome guilt can take responsibility for their actions without succumbing to blame. Principle number 10 advises making alliances with winning people. Epictetus provides insightful counsel on surrounding ourselves with individuals who inspire us to give our best. People's behavior significantly influences our state of mind, and forming alliances with those who bring positivity into our lives is a wise decision. It contrasts with the caution we exercise when avoiding physical contagions, highlighting the importance of choosing positive influences in our social circles. Principle number 11 underscores the impact of reactions on our destiny. Epictetus emphasizes that while we may not choose what happens to us, we have the power to choose how we manage it. Misfortune can be a turning point, and our reactions to it define our path. Epictetus encourages a perspective where challenges become opportunities for self-knowledge. Life is not solely about what happens to us, but how we respond to it. Principle number 12 emphasizes the importance of fulfilling one's duty in society and the world. Just as every part of nature fulfills its role, we, too, have obligations that must be carried out without expecting praise or rewards. Fulfilling our tasks is a moral duty that benefits both the environment and ourselves. Principle number 13 advises against hating those who hate you. Instead, Epictetus encourages ignoring them. Recognizing one's superiority over those who criticize and discriminate fosters resilience. There's wisdom in not wasting time and energy on those who do not deserve to occupy our thoughts. Principle number 14 advocates simplicity over extravagance. Despite the availability of luxuries, living a frugal life is endorsed by Epictetus. The reason lies in the recognition that wealth requires commitment and daily energy. To choosing a simpler lifestyle frees us from the pressure of meeting financial obligations and allows for a more relaxed and fulfilled existence. Principle number 15 stresses that when you allow the comments and attitudes of others to disturb you, you relinquish control of your life. Anyone capable of provoking anger in you becomes your master. But this power only materializes when you permit yourself to be affected by them. Wherein Epictetus enlightens us on the existence of keys within us, some leading to happiness and others directly to emotional ruin. It's crucial to safeguard the key to our emotional well-being, preventing others from dictating our reactions. The solution lies in establishing a barrier that shields us from being affected by the attitudes of others, recognizing that each individual is the owner of their words and what they choose to listen to. Principle number 16 asserts that friendship surpasses wealth. Genuine friends constitute true wealth, offering support even if material fortune dissipates. Epictetus encourages dedicating oneself to cultivating authentic friendships, recognizing it as a highly profitable long-term investment. Principle number 17 advises always extracting benefit from situations. Epictetus emphasizes that whatever happens, it is up to you to derive value from it or not. It's not merely an option, but a duty to find the positive aspects in adversity. The presence of intelligence within you signifies the ability to discern the advantages in any situation. Consider, for instance, arriving at work to discover you'll be laid off, rather than succumbing to despair. You have the option to venture into the enterprise you've dreamt of while fulfilling your work obligations alongside people you may dislike. Always strive to seek the positive in every situation, as this consistent mindset, accumulated over time, will undoubtedly propel you further than merely lamenting circumstances. Principle number 18 advises ceasing to worry about what is beyond your control. While you own your opinions, your reputation is not entirely within your grasp. Despite having the desire and zeal for pursuit, the quantity of possessions or success remains beyond your direct control. According to Epictetus, expending energy and becoming embittered over matters beyond our control is a conscious decision to waste time. He encourages the cultivation of values that can be changed while responsibly letting go of what is beyond our control, allowing fate to take its course. In addition to being highly practical for everyday life, Stoic principles are teachings that assist us in navigating challenging times with resilience. Their philosophy doesn't indulge in fantasy, but focuses on the practical application of learned principles to progress forward.